Let's talk about the emergency responder update and the emergency operations group. You are still meeting?
We are, yes. Every 2 weeks, our Emergency Operations Center meets. We're not under a state of emergency. The province isn't, and we haven't chosen to do that here as a municipality right now. But we are still meeting with our Emergency Operations Center. So, the police departments, the fire, the hospital, the health unit, paramedics, all our directors at staff from a city perspective. And we have a conversation every 2 weeks about, how are things going? Is there anything anybody needs? That's where the hospital updates us on their current situation. The health unit gives us an update on anything that they hear about that might be coming down the pipe. And we also get an update from our emergency services. And so far, our emergency services are doing quite well. We don't have anybody off, staff related from an emergency service perspective on COVID. If they get exposed to somebody on a call, then they certainly take the proper precautions and get tested. And so far we've been good. We've learned a lot of lessons from the spring. So we've got a good supply of stuff on hand. And so far we seem to be, holding our own. Unfortunately, car accidents and fires and, other things that go on in the community, break and enters, they don't get put on hold because of a pandemic. So, our police, our emergency services are dealing with a lot of those services along with, the pandemic sort of related, I won't say in the background, but our paramedics have really stepped up and are working with our hospital for helping with assessments and, mobile assessments. If somebody can't get to the hospital to get assessed, then our paramedics are assisting with doing some, assessments in different areas. So, you know what, we've got a really good team here, and I know I keep saying it all the time whenever they get brought up, but they've really stepped up to the plate here, and our residents should be proud of our emergency services and what they've done. And although you're not hearing about them and they're working in the background, they're out there every day trying to, keep us safe, not just from the pandemic, but from everything else that's going on in the world right now. So.
Yeah, it's definitely a very caring team. And let's talk about another caring team, Ross Memorial Hospital. Do you have an update on Ross Memorial Hospital?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, our hospital's been I don't want to give them all swollen heads, but our hospital's been our superstars in this whole pandemic thing. I mean, the staff over there, right from the start when they were scared. They're our frontline workers, and they didn't know what was coming up the pipe back in March, and they handled it really well, and certainly seem to be on the ball right now. 175 beds. But only 4, that are taken up right now. Might have to, like I say, take some patients from other hospitals if we have to relieve that load. They've got all sorts of information up on their website regarding, hospital procedures. If you come into the ER, you should come in alone. Inpatients can only have 1 visitor a day, but and their assessment center is open by appointment only. So. Doing a good job over there. We were really lucky to have the Ross Memorial Hospital and their excellent staff, protecting us on a daily basis. And they really seem to have a good handle right now on what's going on. So we're thrilled that they're part of our Emergency Operations Center, and they're helping us, keep us updated as part of that team. And we're certainly offering them as a municipality whatever support we can possibly offer them to help us get through this.